This is a visual representation of the gacha game space, the whole gacha game genre. It's just covered in flames and it's slowly growing. Arknights Endfield is dead. It's died and it's dead. Let's look at it.
All right, here we go, man. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Arknights Endfield, right? It's been a minute since you guys heard that name on the channel. You guys heard me say Arknights.
I have not heard Arknights Endfield ever. The last time I heard Arknights Endfield mentioned was during the St. Tontas Pokey Captain Cabinet's shakedown that happened a couple months ago, and it was incredible. That's the last time that I heard of or even played Arknights
Endfield. It's been a minute since I talked about that game, but it's time for me to talk about Arknights Endfield because if you guys haven't noticed, I haven't dropped a single video on that game months, okay? In months, I haven't talked about that game. And it's not because I took a break. It's not because, you know, I'm just focused on other games. That's kind of, I stopped playing Arknights Endfield because the factory is too much. It's too much. Like, I'm questing and then it's like, oh, I have to go do the factory. Well, I like doing the factory. I don't want to have to grind for stuff, but then I have to look up a 7,000 hour long like tutorial on how to make the factory, and I would just rather go play a different game. Don't play the game anymore. All right, and I'm not trolling you guys. I'm being dead ass. I just don't play the game at all anymore. And I'm going to give you guys some reasons why as to why I don't play the game anymore. And let me go ahead and make myself clear. These reasons, I'm not going to try to like portray these reasons. I'm not going to try to make it seem as if reasons as to why I don't play Arknights Endfield, they're objective, you know, like, oh, these are objectively correct in a way. That's just how I feel personally.
I do. I present everything as if it's objective fact. And if you don't like it, then don't take it as an objective fact. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You will take my opinions or you won't. That's how I feel.
Right? It's just how I feel. So, I want to make that clear.
I'm Clay's #1 Nikkei fan. No, I don't know about that, Blue. I think Zombie King is the #1. Has Blue been here longer than Zombie King? That might actually be crazy. Zombie King might have competition.
Because, you know, you guys know how people are in the gacha community, bro. When you say something that they disagree with, they throw a temper tantrum. But here we go.
Yeah, they do. Oh, yes, they do.
Man, so first reason why. Sorry about that. First reason why.
Especially when you tell somebody, hey, you probably shouldn't crash out. People are going to, like, try to make you crash out more, and then they immediately crash out, proving your point.
The factory system, right? The factory system, I just got burnt out. At first, I found it interesting compared to, like, other open world gacha games whenever you're trying to grind for gear.
Quirk? Oh my god, you mention Arknights and Quirk just appears. That's incredible. Quirk. Oh my god, from season 1 of CLAYMANTICS. I need a sound. Oh, here we go.
Say my name. You're goddamn right.
We say your name, Quirk. Incredible. The very first collab on this channel, too, by the way. You will all show him some respect, or I will show it for you.
Gear. You just go inside of a domain. You know, use your stamina, and then that's it. You get your gear, and it's just RNG. Either you get or you get lucky. That's just how it is in every open world gacha game, and even in gacha games that aren't open world. That's just how it is when it comes to grinding for gear. Arknights Endfield, they took a different approach where you have the factory system, right? You have the factory system where the factory is going to pretty much generate these, like, they're going to make gear.
Did they ever update the game to where you can just, like, download a factory and just make the gear yourself?
For you. They're going to give you the materials and then you can create the gear for yourself.
Because I was trying to do that. Like, I was trying to, like, steal Zombie King's factory, and I couldn't figure out how. I don't even think it was in the game at that point. I think you could, like, download blueprints of individual, like, buildings, but you can't just take the whole factory. My friend, the one who I stole the quiz from, played Endfield but quit because they got burnt out from having to take a break from doing the factory stuff to play the video. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, respectfully disrespects Quirk. You cannot. No, stop it now. The problem with Arknights Endfield is that it was made for a very specific group of people that love sitting down and doing just a factory, and like the combat was like super easy, so it was just like the game was just the factory. The problem is you can't just make a live service game about the factory. Like, if they wanted to make a spin-off Arknights game where it was about making a factory and it was gonna like tie into like put rats in this kid's room. What are you talking about? Thank you, Jake.
Killer fish.
If you were gonna make it where like the factory is like a standalone game and it ties into like a new faction of people that you have to help in like Arknights or something, I feel like that would have been a lot better. And like maybe it had like an actual like standalone, like if it was a standalone game, I think it would have been fine. But like as of live service game. I don't want to, you know, it's just weird.
And then there's no RNG involved. You get fixed stats, whatever, right? I like the fact that this, like, when it comes to you getting gear in Arknights Endfield, there is no RNG involved. No, it's fixed stats only. That's dope. It's just that the process is just tedious. It's extremely tedious. And, you know, the more they release, you know, new regions, new areas, new characters, the more we have to do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's
and
what
see that was kind of cool when I got to Yang Dwang or whatever the hell it's called, the water capital, whatever the fuck the place is, the forest, the swampy forest area. I thought it was a really cool area. The problem is it introduces like all new buildings. Like you have to do like the pipes, and you have to do water puzzles. And like on the surface, that sounds cool. If it was like a $60 game, you know, like if you play like an RTS game, like Warcraft 3 was like this. You do like the first area, and then or the first campaign as the orcs, and then you do like the second campaign as the humans. But like there's an end of the game. Like the game ends. But with Arknights Endfield, it's a live service. So it's like I'm gonna have to maintain this factory for the rest of my life just to progress the game. It's not like I'm doing something for like an end state. If I was building a factory to achieve a goal and then that was it, I feel like people would feel a little bit more rewarded for actually doing the factory.
You know, like I was hoping that that's
unfortunately the factory became another chore and a long list of chores. Like gacha games are all about chores, and the factory just turned into just one bigger chore.
Like they wouldn't do something like that where every single time they release a new character or new area, then we have to go make a whole new factory in that new area and then start the process over and over again. But unfortunately, we have to do that. In 1.2, when they dropped I forgot what that girl's name was, but you guys know what I'm talking about. She's like the leader of that area, the electricity dragon girl. I forgot her name, but her, right? When they dropped that,
I can't remember. That's another thing too. I'm seeing like videos from Saint Tontas, the greatest creator ever. Saint Tontas was right. I've been proven wrong, and Saint Tontas is right. He's always been right. I'm seeing like videos coming from like Wuthering Waves, like all the characters look exactly the same. They all look the same. They all have some Qing Kwang Jingzhuang name, and I'm just like, why the fuck would I play any game where all the characters look the same and I just have to stare at a fucking factory for 40 fucking hours?
We had to make a whole new factory.
Jake, I'm looking for these rats. I don't think they're on my computer anymore. I think that I don't know what. I think they broke containment. I'm looking.
Area, and we had to like generate some new materials, and then it was just the process was just too long. Like I literally couldn't play with her for like 2 or 3 days because I was so busy trying to figure out the best factory layout, the best factory setup to, you know, build this character, and I just found that annoying. I found that really annoying. Now, is it fair for me to say that, you know, in other gacha games, the amount of time it takes you to like build your character, it could take like 2 or 3 days or even 5 days because of RNG? Sure, right? That's a fair argument, but it just depends on the process, right? It depends on the process, because in those other games, it's like, okay, you use your stamina while you're grinding for that gear, you're fighting enemies, right? And it's very short. You know, you can just do it in 5 minutes. But in Arknights Endfield, it's like you're spending hours. You know, you're trying to go on Reddit, you're trying to figure out who has the best setup, and then you're waiting for them to drop the code. And if they drop the incorrect code, you're like, oh fuck, you know, like I don't have the code, so how am I gonna put this setup? And you have to do it one by one. You have to watch YouTube videos. It's just, I prefer the process in games like Wuwa, Genshin, and whatever. I prefer that process where I just go in a domain, I spend my stamina, and I get it out the way for the day. If I get unlucky, bullshit. But hey,
I refuse to do either.
Meanwhile, in Arknights Endfield,
I refuse to do either. I'm not going to do the factory, and I'm not going to do the normal grinding. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just so sick of it. I'm not. Warcraft gacha game when. In ZZZ, it took me a day to build one character because I got lucky with RNG. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. I refuse to play any game where I have to grind for shit. And it's like, oh, well, then the game's going to be over in 5 seconds. Then let it be over in 5 seconds. I don't care. It's, what the fuck? God damn it. Yeah, I'm just so sick. There's 9 billion games out there. I want to go play those games. I don't want to sit here and grind and grind and grind. I'm just not going to do it. And yeah, that's my opinion.
I got to like spend an hour to find the best setup. And once I find that setup, I got to wait like what, a day or 2 or 3 days to fully build my character, because it takes so long to like get the materials to, you know, assemble the pieces, assemble the gear, and then put them on the character. It takes a really long time. So yeah, the factory system, you know, the fact that we have to build new factories for new characters every single time, it's like, nah, bro, like I just can't with that. I just can't. Now, another reason why I say, so that's the first reason, okay? The factory, the AIC factory system, that's one reason. Second reason is content, all right? Content drought. So the last time I touched Arknights Endfield was version 1.2. I'll say the first half of version 1.2. And during that time, there was literally nothing to do in-game wise in Arknights Endfield. All we had was that that mode where like you're fighting enemies, and it's like once you get all the like the rewards, sure you can like challenge yourself so you can get like the medal or something.
I don't even.
It's like a rainbow medal.
I don't even get the end game in Endfield because the combat was so easy that it's just gonna come down to like, oh, do you have the best gear? Oh, you don't want to sit and look at the factory for 5 years? Oh, I guess you're not doing the end game modes then.
Sure, you can challenge yourself. You know, there's a challenge there, and it's definitely difficult if you don't have the right characters. But that was
Nikkei's gear is kind of good, but it still has the RNG in the gear. Nikkei's system, I hate Nikkei's system, but at least with Nikkei, you can level your characters up infinitely. So if your gear kind of sucks, you can kind of just wait like two weeks, and you'll probably just be stronger through levels, and you can like climb a couple extra floors in the endgame modes and just call it a day. There's no pressure on Nikkei to actually like do the endgame modes at all.
It was literally all we had at the time, and before that, you know, global.
I like how I told Jake that my computer cannot handle the green screens, and he even in DMs, I clarified. I said I cannot do videos, and this still wants videos. It's ridiculous, Jake. You're killing your Mantics. You're killing Mantics. It's over. It's over for your manhole. Okay, there we go. Flame. Oh no, the room is on fire.
Launch. I don't even think there was in-game content. Like there was
Thank you, Jake.
nothing to do. Like once you finish the story, all you had was the factory, and that was it. Like that was literally all you had. So I will say, you know, the fact that there wasn't, you know, like there wasn't enough content at the time, and there was literally nothing to do. I just lost interest. I definitely did. I lost interest. And sure, they're adding more content now. Like I'm pretty sure they're adding like new modes. But once you lose interest in something, it's really hard for you to get back into, you know, what you want, like what you once loved. Like for some people, they can lose interest and then they can get right back into it. But me, I don't work that way. Once I lose interest in something, it's really hard for me to get right back into what I was interested before. Like it's just really hard for me to get right back into the game because I just don't care anymore. So yeah, the content drop was definitely.
I had that with
I just don't understand.
I had that with Honkai Star Rail for a while. I was just like, how am I still not sick of this game? Like I'm gonna have to like quit this game soon. Like there's no way that I could just keep playing this forever. And then all of a sudden I got like a second wind and like I kept playing it. And then the Greek world, like the last, I don't know if they've added another world since then, but the Greek world that they added, and like maybe it was 3.0, like whatever. When that one chick with the robots that she spawns in and she uses them as puppets or whatever. Once I got there, I was just like, yeah, the game's dead. The game's just garbage. Or actually, it was around the time that I think it was Casterus or like whatever, like the global passives. I was just like, yeah, fuck this game. I'm done. It's over.
Understand why they wanted to.
Did you see that the Silver Palace gacha system got leaked and it's the same as Arknights gacha and even worse? Oh my god. Thank you, Alden Fallor. What the hell was I saying?
To like release more in-game content in like what 4 or 5 months. Like why can't you guys drop that when the game released? You know, like why can't you guys drop that when the game launched?
Yeah, Arknights was already delayed. Enfield was already delayed like a whole year. Maybe they should have delayed it another year.
At least for games like Genshin and WoW, they had like TOA and Spiral Abyss immediately. But in this game, it's like there really wasn't anything to do. We had to wait till like I think version 1.1 or later on, like in the game, in order for us to get actual in-game content. So when it comes to like the
oh yeah, the Silver Palace. Yeah, Silver Palace looked kind of interesting, but I don't know. I'm just done with gacha games. Like they're just so. It's just Neverness to Everness is just a shittier ZZZ. Like I don't even know if is Ananta even going to come out. Like if Ananta has like if it focuses on like the driving and the shooting, I might be more interested because I'm not paying $90 for GTA. I'm just not doing it. I have no urge to play GTA. I do not care about GTA. I will not be playing it on stream. But yeah, just gacha games just all suck. They're all bad. Wuthering Waves, all the characters look the same. ZZZ, there's just like no point to play it. I don't know.
The replay value in Arknights Endfield, it's really.
How about Uma? Uma's not even a game. When I played Uma Musume, I got the Silver Suzuki chick and I won every single race. Not even a game.
It's really iffy, man. It's really iffy. It's not even just Arknights Endfield. It's like when it comes to gacha games in general, the replay value in gacha games is just
ironically the only gacha game I like is a visual novel. Like that's how bad the gacha community, not the community, but like the gacha genre is.
Dog shit, and that's just a fact. That I will say that right there. Like you guys can disagree. I don't give a fuck. That is just a fact. The replay value in
And I
gacha
feel like the only reason that people are still playing, like the only reason that these YouTubers and live streamers are playing gacha games is because they get paid to play them. If they weren't paid to play these games, I'm pretty sure they'd be playing anything else.
games just suck. You just log in, do what you gotta do, and you log the fuck off. Like, if you're trying to...
Maybe not Pharaohs, maybe not Pharaohs, but like most of the big, you can't tell me you're still having fun playing Genshin Impact in 2026, dude. You can't tell me.
like do anything else, you're just not gonna have a good time. That's just the truth. But yeah, so yeah, content drought, that's the second reason why. Third reason why, I literally wrote this all down. I can't believe I forgot. I have to look it up again. Open world burnout. That is the third reason why. So before NTE launched, we have, you know, the only two open world games I was playing was Arknights Endfield and WUWA. And once NTE launched, you look at what NTE has to offer. Like, you see what the game can offer. You have like hobbies where you can race. You have some PvP events. We have like the new fantasy game mode in version 1.2, which is absolutely amazing. It's really fun. NTE, you have so many things to do in that game. And yes, I get it. Arknights Endfield is not a, like 100% open world like NTE and WUWA, but at the same time, it's low key and open world in a way. It's just
The reason why I mean, everyone pretty much understands why I hate NTE. I hated NTE because the game starts off just like every other gacha game with like an annoying character, and it shows you the combat, and it's the same combat that you've seen in every game, and then 6 hours into the game, they're like, oh, you could do hobbies and racing. And it's like, yeah, you should have led with that. You lost the customer, my friend.
that is just like different zones, pretty much. It's pretty similar to HSR, but you still have exploration in the game. So when I look at all three games, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to sit here and like once I'm done playing WUWA, I'm not going to log off of WUWA, you know, go to NTE, do what I got to do, and then log off to NTE, and then go to Arknights Endfield. Like, I'm just not going to do that. I don't have the time to like just sit there and keep doing the same thing every single day, because that's what we're really doing when it comes to these gacha games. You log in, do the same thing, log off, go to next gacha game, log in, do the same thing, log off, go to next one, log in, same thing, log off, next one, log off.
You know, I wanted to say that maybe GTA, because I don't know, I wanted to say that maybe because GTA is like the biggest game that's ever being released, and it being a single player game, that maybe it'll make the community or like the industry think like, oh, like, you know, like maybe we should just go back to, what is this, add smoke detector beep for 1 hour? GTA is a single player standalone game. Like, maybe it would make the industry like stop making live service games. But then I remembered, GTA 6 is not only going to be the biggest single player game, it's also going to be the biggest live service game ever, because it's going to have online. We're never getting away from this live service model. It's just I want to go back to playing games. Can we get rid of chores? I don't want to have chores anymore.
Same thing. Like, it's the same cycle every single time. So I'm like, okay, in order for me to not burn myself out, I have to choose an open world gacha game that I'm no longer interested in. I just have to drop it. And unfortunately, Arknights Endfield just came into my mind, because when I log into Arknights Endfield, what am I doing that's different than other gacha games and other open world gacha games? Nothing. The only thing that's different is the factory system. Other than that, I just log in, use my stamina, entertain the factory system, and then log off. Like, that's really all I did in Arknights Endfield when I was done with the story. And when it comes to the events in Arknights Endfield, I also want to talk about that as well. The events in that game, I'm not gonna lie, the events were very
okay, Jesus Christ, this is way too frequent of a smoke detector. What the fuck? When I used to get a game, by the way, with this fire, I think just a smoke detector is going. He should probably do something about this fire, by the way. When I used to get a game. Oh my God, that's worse. Oh my God, you should do something about. Oh my God, you should do something about that fire. That's too much, Jake. These are too much. You would get a game and you'd be like, I don't want to do any of the main quests. I want to do all the side quests, and I want to take my time. Now I'm just like, there's too many games. Like, there's too many games that came out 30 years ago that I never even got to play. I want this to stop. I want my life back.
Casual, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? When it comes to like casual events, I'm totally fine with that, because there are some people who are interested in that, you know, especially if you got a job. If you got a job, you ain't gonna sit in front of your computer, you know, for 5 hours playing a combat event in a gacha game. I understand that. I definitely understand that. But there needs to be a mix, right? There definitely needs to be a mix. I feel like when it comes to Arknights Endfield, yeah, there were some, you know, combat events, but I feel like the casual events, they outweigh the combat events way more. It's not even just combat events. I feel like when it comes to the events in Arknights Endfield in general, they were very, very weak, right?
The fire is growing.
Look at the events and like
this is a visual representation of the gacha game space, the whole gacha game genre. It's just covered in flames, and it's slowly growing.
They go crazy, bro. Like in 1.2, the event that we have right now is insane. And I'm not trying to make it seem as if I'm trying to shit on Arknights Endfield and uplift NTE. No, the only reason why I'm mentioning NTE is so that you guys can understand where I'm coming from, and why like I had to choose which game I want to stick with and which game I had to drop. And unfortunately, Arknights Endfield was the game I had to drop. So
remember back in season 1 when I was playing like 7 gacha games? What the fuck was wrong with me?
yeah, the events were lacking, and what was I gonna say? Open world burnout, right? Just logging in and doing the same thing that I do in other open world games. I just don't see the point. But yeah, man, that's all I can say. Those are my main reasons as to why I no longer play Arknights Endfield. I probably have some more, but those are like the main reasons I can think as up to right now. Those are like the main reasons I have. Holy shit, I'm stuttering. And realize how I haven't brought the gacha system at all.
By the way, I think a lot of people are quitting Arknights Endfield because I don't know if you guys know that saw this. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm gonna have to find it for you. They added Arknights. What the fuck kind of intro was that?
Perlica skin and Fortnite.
They added Perlica to. Oh my god, Travis Scott! You can't get away from the guy.
It will simply be available.
Where is it? Like, are you kidding me?
Finally out.
We need to start. I almost broke TOS. We need to start putting people in jail when they f up a tutorial. Like if you're doing a how-to, like again, if you're gonna do a how-to video in the first second, the topic better be on the screen. They're adding Perlica to Fortnite. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. But these people got me up.
For all the people out there, how much you guys want to bet? There's gonna be one person that's gonna come to the comment section and say, "Oh, he dropped the game because of the gacha system. It filtered him." Didn't even mention that shit at all. And we're like, I think 13 minutes in the video. The gacha system, I already accepted that. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, nobody really gives a fuck about the gacha system. Anytime somebody criticizes Arknights Endfield, it's like either the lack of content or the factory system.
So it is what it is. Like that's why I don't even complain about that shit no more, because that's just how.
Did you see Persona coming to Nikkei? The only reason that I'm kind of okay with that is because they've showed off Persona 3, 4, and 5, and I assume S, the gacha game that they made. As long as I get GA and Naoto in Nikkei, then I'm fine.
It is, bro. But yeah, man. You guys can let me know what y'all thinking. No, like I want y'all to tell me how you guys feel about gacha games in general.
I think they're on fire. They're on fire, and the smoke detector is going off in the background, and nobody is doing anything about it.
Like, how are you guys feeling about, the replay value in these games? How are you guys feeling about the longevity, content, the gameplay? You guys feel as if, everything is just repetitive? Like,
yes.
Everything is just, it's like all these games are just doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's literally it.
The flames grow higher, Batman. The flames grow higher.
I'm no longer playing Arknights Endfield. And am I open to try other open world gacha games? For sure. I'm always open to try other games.
I'm done with them. I'm so done with open world games. I'm done.
As long as I'm enjoying it and that game can keep me hooked. Right? That's what I want. If this game...
You can't even see him anymore because the gacha industry is on fire.
Me hooked, I'll play it. But if I'm losing interest, if I'm forcing myself, that's one of the main things I hate whenever I'm playing a video game. If I'm forcing myself to log into the game simply for pulls, rewards, and whatever, I'm dropping the game immediately because I don't want to do that. It feels as if I'm like a slave to that game. Like I'm forcing myself to log into the game just to pull. Like I feel like as if I'm being like an addict, right? A gambling addict. Oh, I gotta log in to get pulled.
Listen, I'm not even a gambling addict. I've proven that I can stop whenever I want, and I do. It's just that sometimes I just have to gamble. Fine, then if you can't remove it for the whole stream, then just remove it while you react to mine. Okay. Yes! Thank you, Alden Fallor, and thank you, Arknights, for dying for our sins. Thank you, Saint Tontas, for dying for our sins. Thank you. We speak your name. You can't stop being gay, you damn it, Trunks! Damn it!